in the vlog, am I in the vlog?
Yes, go. Good, Jono. Good to see you taking it out easy. Nice work. Hey, Cole. Thanks, mate. Go, guys. Good luck. Go, Josh. Thank you.
Am I in the vlog, am I in the vlog?
Yes, go. Good morning. It's race day. And of course, I've slept in. Woke up with a bit of a start, managed to get some quick breakfast in, and now getting a very quick jog in before trying to get back to the event precinct. I got here very, very late, feeling very disorganised. That's okay. It's race day and we're ready to roll. I reckon I can do this, you know. 4-minute Ks. That feels fairly easy. I can do that. I'll see you on the start line.
Try and stay to the left as you head out there. You might have some of the 50k runners, 30k runners coming back towards you. So stay to the left as much as you can.
3, 2, 1, go!
1k done. Just got to take it easy. Don't want to get sucked in by the fast pace up front. They'll come back to me. Thank you. Good job, boys. Thanks, man. Thanks, guys. Okay. I think I did it. Alright. This video has been over 3 years in the making and I am absolutely stoked to share it with you. On Sunday, I ran a 10k race and I finally broke 40 minutes. It's been an absolute grind at times, but it's been worth it. To start, I just want to provide a little context. I started this channel 3 years ago when I rolled my ankle in January 2020. About 3 weeks earlier, I had just run a 39:30, 10k and I was feeling really fit. That's when I felt like I was at my fittest. I naively thought I'd be racing in a couple of weeks' time. That injury took a month of running from me and a mountain of fitness. I've managed to get myself back thereabouts a few times, but never actually broken that 40-minute barrier. So this race is the Cairns 50. It's a 50-kilometer ultra and they have 50, 30 and 10k distances, and this is the second year in a row that I've run it. I thought I was a big chance to run sub 40 last last year, I thought I was fit, I thought I was ready, but I went out way too hard, it was hot, and I fell to pieces. Over the last 3 years, I've put together countless training plans, I've tried so many different things, and I've failed miserably every single time. The sub 40 10K, that's been my white whale. So this year, I put together a training plan that aimed to address everything that I've learned in that time. I knew my specific weaknesses, and I structured the plan around successful plans that I'd implemented before. I had a brilliant preparation up until 3 weeks ago. I've done everything I could and had a little bit more confidence than I previously had. I went into this race knowing that I was going to get there.
I reckon I can do this, you know.
The day of the race, as I said earlier in the video, I woke up late, forgot to set my alarm of all things. I rushed around in the morning and managed to get there just in time for the 30K start, which I think was only about 15 minutes before our start. I managed a quick warm-up jog, no drills, no strides, just jog out and jog back. As I was on the start line, I was really taken aback by the number of people giving me their support, telling me how excited they were for me to have a crack and wishing me the best of luck at this sub 40. It still gets me that people watch these videos and are interested, and so it was incredible to hear the support from people. The race started and I knew there were at least 2 guys who would be out ahead. After about 500 meters, I looked down and saw that I was running 3:30s and gave myself a really good talking to about pacing myself and slowing down. I tried my best to settle into a 4-minute rhythm. After about a K or so, I was comfortable at around the 3:55, somewhere between 3:53 and 3:55. That just felt good, it felt right. First 5Ks went pretty smoothly at that 3:53 to 3:55 pace. I was really pumped when my friend RJ, who was standing on the special needs aid station as you come into Gonoma Park, he gave me a rev up as I came in.
Don't let him go.
And yeah, I was up and about. I could feel it. The way this race works is you run a lap around the oval before heading back out on the course a second time. That lap around the oval was pretty tough. The grass is pretty long. It felt pretty tough, but I also think I got caught up in the excitement of having people around cheering me on, all that sort of stuff, because when I look back at the data, I can see I was running 3:47s at one point through there, way too fast. I remember saying to RJ as I come back out past him, he was giving me a rev up again, and I remember saying to him that I was feeling pretty cooked after that. It's amazing how the minute a thought like that goes through your mind, that it can affect your mindset and your performance straight away. You can see when I look back at the data that my next 2Ks were the worst. Battling with myself mentally, like I started drifting out to 4:02. I looked down at one point and saw instant pace. That's what the metric that I had on my watch, and it said 4:10s. That's when I gave myself the kick in the ass that I needed. I kicked it back down and just made sure I was sitting under that 4-minute mark. Got to the last turnaround and could taste vomit in my mouth and knew that I was on that right level. The last 3Ks showed just how much of a mental battle the 10K is to me. I cruised through those last 3. I sat under 4-minute pace. I felt good, I felt comfortable. I wasn't feeling like I was going to blow up. Whereas 2Ks earlier, I was done, I was cooked. As I came into the finish, RJ was there, positive as always, yelling out to me, and I couldn't contain myself. I knew it, I knew I was on, screaming at RJ saying that we got this.
We're on!
I hit the grass and went for it. Crossed the line in 38:14. Not only did I achieve my goal, I absolutely smashed it. I made changes to address specific deficits that I had, and I absolutely nailed the outcomes. The prep for this one wasn't perfect. I got done what I needed to and made smart decisions the whole way through. Anytime I felt like I was going too hard, I dialed it back a little bit. Anytime something felt sore, I took it easy, I took a rest. I trusted the process and I trusted the work that I was doing. And that's it. 3rd place, Cairns 10, 38:14. Absolutely ecstatic with the result. What's next? Well, that's where things get really, really exciting. A couple of weeks ago, Perksendal reached out to me and offered to pay for me to run at Noosa. It might be because I entered one of their competitions, or it might be because of the work here on this channel. Either way, I'm gonna go for it. I've never done this sort of thing before where I've traveled just to go for a run. So I'll be traveling to the Sunshine Coast to race a half marathon. I'll put together a quick plan because I've only got 7 weeks to get ready for it, and I'll set some targets, but I don't quite know what they are yet. I'm actually going to hold off on setting myself a goal for this race until closer to the time, but I think I'm feeling pretty fit. My last video in this series will be a reflection on the plan, what worked, what didn't. I'll create another short series leading up to Noosa. After that, I've got another massive announcement that I can't quite share yet, and this one is huge, major. If you've followed along, thank you for giving me a platform to nerd out like this and talk running. I love it, and thank you so much for all the support. I was blown away by the number of people stopping their race to find out how I went on the day. People who I had no idea saw these things, and they were watching and they were following along and supporting me get to that sub 40 10K. I don't know if I'm going to set a new 10K goal. I know that my next step's the half marathon, because that's what I want to do at Noosa. I know I'm going to keep ticking along with the 5Ks and just see how I go and race as much as I can. But yeah, the one after Noosa, that's huge, and I can't wait for that. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for following along. If you find value in this, please drop a comment down below or subscribe. I really appreciate it. Like I say, I've got some great things coming along. I can't wait to share them with you. Keep an eye out for the next video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.